Na, na, na. That's a different song.
Welcome to the Saturday halftime scope. NFL Saturday. Happy football Saturday. It is a sports bukkake out there. There is college football, college basketball, fighting tonight. There is all kinds of crazy sports going on right now. And we're enjoying.
There's boxing and UFC.
Yeah, boxing and UFC.
Canelo.
Yeah, whatever fight you choose to like, if you're staying at home on a winter evening, you will be entertained. I promise you. And this has been a pretty entertaining game. When you
My
say
girl 2 is on
13, I'm seeing 21-13. That missed extra point was, that's okay. I will accept the points that were scored in the first half, even though the Broncos kicker took 4 off of the board for me. But I like a good 34-point first half when I have an over. The Buffalo Bills, man, they can pretty much pick their number in this one. Do you disagree?
I don't disagree. And to be fair, the kicker is someone I don't really know. Like, he's coming in because McManus is out, so tough spot for him. I mean, he made 1 kick, so 1 for 3. That's Hall of Fame numbers in baseball. And yeah, I'm surprised actually Denver's been able to move the ball like this. Granted, one of their scoring drives was on, a muffed punt. Their dirty muff got him there. So it's, it feels like the Buffalo Bills should be up by more. It feels like the Buffalo Bills will cover. It feels like they will, maybe cover the second half line if I want to foreshadow some thoughts. I don't know what the prices are going to be. I'm guessing probably close to a pick 'em, 23.5, 24. What do we say?
Buffalo is -2. There was an initial move towards Denver, and then Buffalo money just hit the board like lightning, and now it's up to 2.5. -2.5 to Buffalo Bills, -112 for the second half here. Some of that influenced, I'm sure, by the missed PAT and the likelihood that if the Broncos score first, they would go for 2. I would say Buffalo on the money line is going to be about -130-ish once we see that pop. Total is 24 flat. And so far, really no action either way, although it's juiced to the over.
Buffalo starts with the ball.
Yeah, correct. And Denver's defense doesn't really stand a chance. The only drive that looked like they were really playing well was a lot of referee assistance, I thought. They did force 2 punts, 1 punt at least, right?
Yeah. And yeah, the refs, I hate being like, oh, the refs are helping this team or whatever, but man, putting them, and they tried to push them backwards. They still end up getting the score on that drive, but yeah, the Broncos, but between the muff punt and then this drive, they've been gifted a little bit. So, Mr. Hodel Savage just said the same thing in the chat. Muff punt, roughing the passer, Drew Lock living on a prayer with these tipped balls. Yeah, balls are being tipped. Trey White, stud. That third down pass defense, whatever you want to call that, he's a really good player. And then just I don't even know if we've seen.
Living on a prayer.
I don't know if we've seen Josh Allen truly take advantage of just how bad the situation is for the Browns secondary or Browns. That's how bad. That's how lowly I think of them. The Browns actually are a winning team this year, but the Broncos. I have been drinking a little. The Broncos secondary. So, what are we doing? Are we doing Buffalo team total over? Are we doing Buffalo second half?
I think Buffalo in some way, shape, or form. Although one of our buddies has +9.5 live. He says, let's go Drew Cutler. That's a pretty good comp. He does look like Jay Cutler a lot of the time out there.
Second half, truly lemonade. Minus. Put that one on the board. I can't quick.
All right, I will.
Ohio State live earlier was a beautiful look. Thank God for the gamesmanship at the end there, because I had +18 and then some -5 and -9.5. I can't believe I hit him. Maybe the first middle I've hit in 10 years, and it's in a sport I don't even really bet. So thank God for that. That was a fun game. Good luck in the playoff if you have to play Bama, because they are a truck.
It's probably going to be Clemson, though, right? Don't you think this gets reshuffled to 2-3 is Clemson, Ohio State, and 1-4
It probably gets reshuffled with Notre Dame getting their they are getting
clocks cleaned.
Yeah, clocks cleaned.
Yeah,
so,
I feel like I watched this betting show that has great content. It's a daily show, Brown Bag Bets, and the host or the co-host, one of them was saying like, I've believed that Notre Dame is a fraud year in, year out, and I'm
I
rewarded
got
every
tricked.
year. And then this year, I feel like they finally are for real, and I'm betting Notre Dame
Talked
in this
into it.
game.
Talked into it.
But no, not happening here. Let's
You
make
know
a
what I
pick
did
here.
though? I'm not going to lose any juice. I sold it down to 10. So
Okay, well, that was good. That was a good job by you. They could still cover it. Hey, crazier things have happened. Utah covered today of
Utah, that was the best tweet. Was like that they were doing everything was going fine until they gave up 38 unanswered points.
38,
So,
38
all right.
unanswered.
Let's decide
Unreal.
which way.
That was
You're looking at the
unbelievable.
prices. I'm not. I'm out on a cell phone on
There's
a
been a little
pirate
bit of
ship in the yard. You
There's
got to
been a
look
little
it for
bit of
me.
Broncos money come in. It's back down to 2.
Good.
We can get Bills -2 for plus 104. What do you think of that?
I like it.
All right, let's play Bills -2 for plus 104. I'm just gonna put a shekel on this. This is not going to be an especially large bet for me, because I have a big position on the over in this one, and this feels like a little bit of a hedge on that. Would you disagree? Right? Because the over doesn't hit.
I would disagree. I don't know.
The over doesn't hit if Buffalo wins the second half like 10-0. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's really no. If the Broncos just utterly, no show, then I could see this. I could see the over being in a little bit of jeopardy. So Buffalo -2.
Yeah, I didn't have a strong take on the total
Plus
being right on
106.
24. 24 feels like a pretty good number.
Ooh, it's plus 108 now. Let's see here. There's some appetite for Denver, and we saw it all week. Somebody out there really is feeling Denver in this game, and I didn't see anything in that first half to suggest that all of a sudden the Denver defense is going to be able to stop these guys. Buffalo is playing exceptionally well. Josh Allen is the guy. He has taken an enormous step forward this year. His touchdown run, that was as athletic a play as you can ever ask for out of your quarterback. And if he's got some more of that in third down situations, and he's going to be able to extend drives. Buffalo is going to be able to score in this half. And honestly, the coverage, the cluster injury that we pointed out for the Denver Broncos secondary has been impactful, I would say. I think it's been very, very tough for them to consistently cover all these weapons. The Stephon Diggs show has been a lot of fun. He's uncoverable against a good defense, let alone a bunch of replacement level guys. So I'd like to see some more Diggs. I'd like to see the Buffalo running game has been actually surprisingly effective when they've used it. They haven't needed to use it much. And I like that you have an aggressive coach in McDermott and Dable, and that they're probably going to keep throwing. I don't think they take their foot off the gas here at all. Would you agree?
Yeah, that's what's been working. I mean, why wouldn't you just...
You can't lose this game.
What's that?
If you're Buffalo, you can't lose this game.
No, and this is this a clincher for? It's not a clincher, but it's.
I think no. I think with a win and a couple other things, they do win.
I think they can
AFC
clinch.
East.
Leonardo Lefty says so.
He's smart.
Just we says we, and that's usually what he says.
That's
when they win the division.
When they win the division, that's right. That's what I got too. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So Buffalo keeps their foot on the gas. Let's go Buffalo Bills. Circle the wagons in the second half. Keep scoring points. You got any other action on today in college basketball or the fights or anything like that you want to tell the people about? It's not overtime yet, I guess.
It's not overtime yet.
Probably pretty close.
Yeah, I didn't love having action on this Saturday slate. There wasn't. I mean, the obvious teaser probably gets home. But
what about the Purple Eagles, yo? What's
that?
Did you not take the Purple Eagles again?
Oh no! I mean, I almost was talked into it. I'm not going to say I didn't put a little inside. I'm not saying I don't bet Niagara every single game all the time anyway. No, they covered by 20, or they won by 20. They covered by 15. They are a truck. They hadn't won a game until yesterday, so it's not like they were some great squad. But I did bet. I think I'm 2-1 in basketball so far. Had a team cover by about 30. Had a team get blown out by about 40, and then the last one was just a nice, clean 13-point dog, losing by a few. Somebody hit us in a Slack chat. What's the temp difference between you and I right now? What is it there? 70? 65?
68 or 69. We'll say 69.
It's like 11
It's pretty
here.
nice.
It's
Did you say 11?
probably not that cold. It's
11?
probably 20.
Because you're so close to Canada, are you doing Celsius?
No. It's cold,
Oh,
legitimately.
Jesus Christ.
All right, I'm
It's
going to
11
freeze.
Fahrenheit?
If I leave this, I'm going to freeze, so I'm going to make a fun face. I'm checking the Weather Channel now.
It does a weird thing where it doesn't actually save that face. It actually converts to the side, which is equally weird. I don't know why it's doing that.
Either way, it's 26. I guess the wind is out. The wind's out here, so.
Yeah, Steven has a good question. Are you helping Santa?
11 degrees
What are
Kelvin.
you doing?
I don't understand.
11 degrees Kelvin.
I don't understand how Kelvin quite works. It's not overtime. I guess we're only 10 minutes deep.
Kelvin. 11 degrees Kelvin is 11 degrees over absolute zero. that is quite cold.
That's pretty cold.
That's quite
I was thinking about absolute zero. We haven't hit that here in a couple of years. we got a little dusting this morning, but there's been like no snow. The kids are bitching. Kids don't understand. The kids don't understand. Like my 6-year-old doesn't think we can have Christmas because there's no snow. He's like, well, does it have to snow before we open presents? I'm like, no. I mean, we're just going to use the calendar, you weirdo.
Oh. I thought you'd had to be snow on the ground. We always play.
Yeah, I don't know. How do they do that?
We have 20 years of Christmas presents piled up as we're waiting for snow.
Need the one snowfall. Yeah,
it's going to be a great day when we finally get that snowfall. I'm
excited to open my presents. I don't know what I'm getting, but shopping is just about done. Oh, travel has been a bitch with the. I don't know if you heard there's a virus, so everything gets pushed back all the time. But yes, the Euros are back in the scope because it's early. Our German friend Suma was saying how lovely this game is for him because he lives in kind of northwest Germany.
Yeah,
and I think he's 7 hours ahead of Central.
We ride with Zuma on the Bills. We ride with Zuma. Half.
So it's like so it's like 10:30. This game starts for him. So his family's sleeping. He can just sit there, crack open a beer quietly. He doesn't have to stay open.
That's how it's done. You go and you do your shopping. You have your Score app on your phone, and you're constantly refreshing as you're walking around the store. And the minute that you see Ohio State is down by a touchdown, you fire live, and you pay for all your Christmas presents. That's, I think, how that works, right?
Yeah, that it felt inevitable there with Go Bills.
Let's go Bills.
Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
Nobody.
It felt inevitable that Ohio State was going to. And it was silly. And I said this in the chat when they finally did that one drive where they just ran every down. It's like, I think Dave finally just logged into Twitter. Like, oh, shit. Everybody in gambling Twitter is just saying we should just run the ball on every down because that's working. And then he did that, and then it worked because that's what they needed to do. They were, the passing was rough.
Classic. Who still goes to them all?
I mean, the guy was averaging like 13 yards as a Sermon kid. I haven't even watched that much Ohio. It's funny, I should say I haven't watched that many Ohio State games. There's been like 4 before this, so probably the reason why. But yeah, that Sermon kid, he was just gashing him, and then let's throw to these backup receivers now because our stud's out.
Yeah,
and kick and miss a field goal.
What was the story? Did Noops have Knox first touchdown scorer? Probably. Although he kind of goes when it's not a he hits the field pretty hard. Knox I don't think was in the field.
He hit tight end. So.
Oh, he did.
He had that.
He probably
obviously we don't do a Brown Bag Saturday edition, but somebody DM'd him and he showed it to him, and he's like, "Yeah, I bet Knox. I might have him post those."
Oh, he did have Knox. Oh, he did have Knox.
I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do for. Actually, chat. Who should we do for Green Bay? I'm gonna do some first touchdown scores. What are we doing?
Yeah, by all means, guys. Actually, we'll. I don't even know if it is overtime, but I'll flip the banner so we can move on to the next game. How about that? Bang. What is anyone's call for who scores the first touchdown in the Packers Panthers game?
Curtis Samuel. Not a bad look.
That's fun. Tanyan's fair too. Adams gets targeted like a motherfucker.
Adams is going to be like 2-1, man. And it's going to be Adams.
Probably.
Which
he gets targeted so much in the red zone.
Lazard's not a bad look. I'm going to have to go do some price shopping on these.
MVS.
The amount of people that said Tanyan, I'm going to probably have to bet it just based on that.
Valtrex Scantling.
Circle those wagons. Teddy, 2 gloves. Will Brinson says he's 5-1. That
Teddy
still
Two
might be
Gloves
value, man.
who is 5 to
He
1? Yeah,
always gets the
Adams is
first
5 to
touchdown.
1, huh? Adams is 5 to 1.
Yeah.
That's a fair price because he gets targeted more than any other player in the NFL in the red zone. Buffalo already at the 20. Let's fucking go, Bills. Punch this in.
You're going to hit your over here pretty soon.
I really hope so because I would
What
love
do you
to
need?
just kick
You
my
need
feet
15?
up.
You need 15 to push.
14. Yeah, 15 to push. You're right. Yeah. 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 Rule knows he has to score just like the Chiefs game. That's true. Rule's going to be pretty aggressive in this one. That's why I like the Panthers. I mean, you're going to give me points with
Am I
this
the only
team.
one who teased down the pack? No.
Teddy covers, man. Teddy covers. You give Teddy a bunch of points, he covers. You give him 2 healthy wide receivers, he covers. So, over didn't look too good in the first quarter. That's right. That missed field goal was bullshit, and then it took forever for Buffalo to get down the touchdown. Yeah, and oh, by the way, a couple of funny things. I looked at the weather conservatively 10 times this week for every game, and this was like supposed to be a 5-mile-an-hour wind game, and then all of a sudden, one of our buddies shares a tweet. Oh yeah, it's gonna be 20 miles an hour, gusting 24. Like, where the hell did that come from? And I'm I feel very lucky
when there's
that
a high pressure
really
area
mattered.
and then a low pressure zone, the air moves. I think. I'm not sure. I don't really believe weathermen. Rodgers 25 to 1's a good look. Quarterbacks are always a fun look.
Yeah.
So what did somebody just say? Oh, first half Bama over 38. I actually bet a little on that. I think
wow, okay.
It covers your Florida squarely on offense side, and it covers your Bama just fucking trucks them in the first half side. So I put a little bit on that.
Refs with the holding call.
Refs.
Surprise.
The refs.
Surprise.
Was there a polar vortex?
Was it? Yeah, it was a Buffalo
red zone
call.
penalty.
Great. First and 20.
Samuels, 17 to 1. Someone says that's
first and 20 at the 21. So the refs are doing everything they can to help this
more yardage for Diggs.
This piece of shit Buffalo, this piece of shit Denver defense. The refs can get fucked. By the way, this is that whole sequence at the end of the first half where they moved them back from 1st and 5 to 1st and goal from the 30.
What am I drinking? Oh, whiskey do.
What'd you get? You get anything new?
Yeah, I got some for Old Forester. Really good. Pretty good.
Ooh, I like that.
I had last night, had just a couple glasses as I tried to watch Tenet. I watched Tenet.
What did you make of it?
I'm going to have to watch it twice.
What's your review of Tenet, please?
It's good. I wish I wouldn't have watched it with my wife because she asked questions and I had fucking questions. So I need to watch it again.
Okay.
It's a lot. Eventually you get there and it's like, okay. Like, it's like if you watch Memento, but they cut out like 20 minutes of it randomly. So you had to figure a bunch of extra stuff out.
Okay.
It was something. I'm going to watch it again, I think.
Okay.
But, and also drinking during it, I don't know. And the kids were loud. Either way, it was
drinking during a
not my favorite Nolan movie. I guess
taking your life in your own hands. I think.
Yeah. Whiskey Tenet. So
we got 3rd and 7 at the Denver 8. You think the Buffalo Bills punch it in here, or is this going to be a field goal attempt?
What do you want to say? The dialogue was quiet in it a lot. Although I like the lead. I don't even know what his name is. The
1st and goal at the 1. Let's
first and goal,
Bills.
4th and
1st and goal at the 1.
We get a penalty or what?
No, it was a 7-yard gain to Gabriel Davis. Josh Allen. Is Josh Allen? Has he? I saw one incompletion from him today. Has there been more than that? He is. Sure. He is playing his ass off. His homecoming to the Rockies has been phenomenal. As I said, he probably throws an end zone pick. Don't do it, buddy.
Calhoun says? What's he look like? Calhoun wants me to say it's the black guy with the beard. I don't know his name. Yes, Cal.
Oh, it's 4th and goal at the Denver 2.
If somebody could tell me his name, it would be fine. I don't know what his name
Denver
is.
1? What is going on here? My scoreboard.
Is it Denzel's son? You got to be shitting me, Steve Strickland.
First.
Is that for real?
My bad. First down. Is it first down? They gave it to him.
Whoa, no.
First. Yes.
Is this seriously Denzel Washington's son? No wonder I love him.
No chance.
Denzel.
No chance.
John
it looks
David
nothing
Washington.
like Denzel Washington.
The blonde girl is the gold lady from the very beginning of Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I like
Never
her,
saw
but
it.
she's a little thin for my liking.
I'm not a Marvel guy.
Beef her up a little.
I'm really not a Marvel guy.
Guardians is great.
John David Washington.
John David Booty. Josh Allen.
Touchdown. Did he get in?
I got a feeling that Buffalo is going to second round of the playoffs.
Josh Allen is nuts.
I don't watch Ballers. I never really got into Ballers.
Dang.
Sorry, RJ Bell.
Josh Allen is good. Can you tell me if you're going to be betting on Josh Allen in the playoffs?
It matchup dependent. Like, this is a golden matchup for him because they're missing a whole bunch of defenders. Did you see the defense yelling at each other on the sidelines?
Yes, rightfully
that
so.
That was wild. Like, get your shit together.
I mean,
Space Force members are all Guardians now. I know. I almost think I'm too old and bad hip.
Space Force. John David Washington is not related to Denzel.
All right, let's D up Beefalo.
Who's the gal? Who was the gal? Clemence Posey? Is that who you're talking about?
No, really tall blonde girl. She very elegant. And actually, you know who else was good in it?
The chick from In Bruges.
Really small role. Somebody of the Indian, Middle Eastern persuasion, older woman. Really,
I'm gonna
elegant.
have to watch the movie, and we'll talk about it on the next overtime. How about that?
What's that? Tenet?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to watch it. Also, we're not doing the night game. Drew has a date, and I am going to try to get the Tennessee.
Yeah, great point.
I'm going to try to get the Tennessee pass rush home.
They are related? No way. Are they?
I have to go inside and research this.
Now I got to check it out too. I am traditionally wrong in these conversations.
He was also drafted by the Rams?
It's a fair bet.
There's a lot going on here, man.
What's going on?
This is how QAnon started. Just people in message boards
saying
shit, and then old people believe it.
He was also drafted by the Rams?
Yeah.
Is this real? What's going on? I'm learning so much. John
Holy
David,
shit.
Is that from his Wikipedia? Is his Wikipedia been?
I mean, Lamond, I trust Lamond 92.
He is the son of actor Denzel Washington. He was raised in Toluca Lake. Wow. How about that?
And he's on Ballers. And he called her elegant. Where
he was in the Book of Eli. He acted with his dad in the Book of Eli. How about that? He was also in Malcolm X. How about that? He's acted with his dad twice.
Was he a little boy? Malcolm X was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was 1992. John David Washington is your age. He was born in 1984.
Yeah, good-looking guy. It's a good year for men.
He was July 28th, 1984.
He broke his foot in the third grade.
He went to Morehouse College. He had a very solid football career there. Was he drafted by the Rams?
Drafted by the Rams. He's a Libra.
After going undrafted in the 2006 draft, he was signed by the St. Louis Rams at the time as an undrafted free agent.
Walks on the beach.
Yeah. 3 days later, the Rams re-signed him to their practice squad. He played in NFL Europe for the who?
The Claymores.
No, your favorite team.
The Rhine Fire?
The Rhine Fire. He was on the Rhine Fire. I'm not kidding. I
have to go to bed.
I'm not kidding. This is incredible. I've learned so much in this.
Ranch's Fat Chicks Ketchup.
Thank you to the chat for informing me on the John David
Usually
Washington
we
trivia.
are trying
Unbelievable.
We're trying to take some knowledge and give it to you guys. And today,
amazing.
You guys gave back.
Amazing.
Everybody. I dig it.
Lefty feels like he's on mushrooms right now.
I do too.
All right, let's roll the clips. Nice start for the Bills' second half play. Let's get it home, guys, and we'll check you tomorrow for Sunday Night Football. For the best game, the game of the week, Giants Browns.
Game of the week. People helping people.